Hi, welcome to Richard Rants. I am your host, as the card says, Richard Gustafson. This is March 7th, 2016. I want to thank you for coming on the debut episode of Richard Rants. This show is going to be about me choosing a topic and then ranting about it, and then making some jokes. This is either going to be a great thing every week on YouTube, or it's going to be a dumpster fire. Your choice. Anyways, so as we go into this, we will talk about what is hot right now, and that's politics. Politics obviously is the hottest topic going today, and people have a lot of opinions about politics. I guess I'm going to be one of them. But we always want probably thinking, hey, Richard, you going to talk about the politicians, the guys that are running? No, I'm not going to do that. You want to know why? Because back in the 90s, there was a band called the Spice Girls that came out, and I heard so many opinions about that. I don't want to flash back to that, okay? I don't. Horrible times. So, let's start with the two parties that are in American politics. They are the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Now, here's my thing. They're mascots. I mean, come on. There's the Democrats that are being run by a donkey, and the Republicans have a mascot of an elephant. I mean, what happened? When they went for the mascots that day, did they say, oh wait, they must be out of tigers and sharks, so hey, let's go with donkeys and let's go with elephants. So there you go. That's probably why they chose that. And it bothers me because of two animals that I would not have as a mascot. I would not have an elephant or a donkey. So I'm sorry, University of Alabama, you have a bad mascot. You really do. Thank the Republicans for that. Now, what happens is when somebody from a Democratic side and a Republican side decide to run, they need to go, well, how am I going to do this campaign? How am I going to run this thing? Well, it takes money, okay? So what they do is they like to do, and this is campaign finance. We're going into this now, a little rant. So basically, the campaign finance, how it's set up usually is the Democrats like to go to organized labor to try to help with financing the campaigns. As for the Republicans, the ones that are represented by an elephant, they're the ones that usually do the business donations. Now, of course, obviously, we've seen with campaigns, anybody can donate. Anybody now can donate. My thing about that is this, and I'm going to take a sip of my delicious coffee. Ooh. Oh, coffee. Coffee, you can... Oh, I'm doing the show. Talk to you later, coffee. Okay. Campaign finance. I honestly don't have a problem with it. It takes money to run things. It takes money to run a building. It takes money to run your house, basically, with your lights and your electricity. What I find very interesting, though, is that they're now basically wanting to put some part of a limit on a campaign finance. Well, okay, I can see that, because it would be the equivalent of, say, me wanting to run a campaign, and I have $40 to my name. So I go ahead and I almost, you could say, prostitute myself to get cash to run my campaign. I use prostitute because it's kind of like that a little bit. Prostitution. It's not. Campaign finance, basically, for me, I want to see somebody with grassroots that builds themselves, that sometimes don't even already have the money, but they're still asking for money. Why? Why are you doing that? I mean, it's almost like saying, I already have this cup of coffee here, but you know what? I want another cup while I still have this cup. Does that make sense? No, of course it doesn't. God, that's good coffee. Man. Okay. Anyways, I say this. With campaign finance, why don't we do this? Why don't, if you already have the money, do not ask. Do not ask for any more money, okay? Because it's ridiculous how some of these politicians have a ridiculous amount of money to run a campaign, and they're already asking for money. It's mind-boggling. I'm getting a headache just thinking about why they would do that. So, it could be like if I was, say, I'll go back to my childhood. I love wrestling. I love professional wrestling. And I've got a buttload of magazines. But I'm asking money for wanting more. That may not be a good analogy, really. Maybe I just wanted to just drop professional wrestling on my video. Pow! Choose another lighter. Anyways. We know then they get the money. Hooray, cash. And they're going to run the campaign. They're successful. They go to the elections. Now, the elections usually happen the first Tuesday of November. Some elections happen in May, depending on, so we're going to use the national one to make it simple. The elections are usually done when, obviously, they're indirectly by the people voted in. If you're the President of the United States, you're indirectly voted by the people because the Electoral College, they virtually vote with the popular vote. Now, we all know that in 2000, some guy named Chad decided to hang the election in the balance. Okay, I don't know if it's some guy named Chad. There's something with Chad and a hanging and a thing in Florida. It screwed things up. It kind of showed that system's kind of flawed because they rather went with the Electoral College than the popular vote. I kind of don't like that. That's like saying, hey, Steve did well. Steve is liked by everybody. But we're going to put Mark in as president. And you say, why? And they look at you and say, well, we're the Electoral College. We can do that. I say get rid of it. Get rid of the Electoral College. Let's do the popular vote. There we go. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. So, now that you know what this show is about, how I rant, how I will go off, how I will try to be funny, and sometimes it doesn't work. What you can do, if you like this show, or if you just want me to rant about something, what you can do is you can leave a subject at the very bottom of this video if you're watching on YouTube. If you decide, hey, you know what? I like Twitter. Twitter's fun. You can go to Twitter. I'm at Rich Gustafson. And then use the hashtag Richard Rants. And give me a subject there. So, those are two options. And as obviously you can see, this will be a very fun weekly show. Now, of course, this is the first episode, so I'm sorry if there's no pyro, if there's no fireworks, or, there's no, actually, no, God damn, there's no background. I mean, that's the wall. Look at my wall. I mean, a couple of professional wrestler autographs and a couple of Raider items. That's my wall, man. But trust me, there'll be a background coming soon. Don't worry. The show will improve. So, thumbs up, thumbs down, don't matter. I will improve the show. And I will see you guys next week with another topic. It may be one that you guys can send me, or one I can choose. Either one. I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and take care of yourselves.